The Justice Podcast with your hosts, Amber Wagner and Jacob Willis.
Friends, so lately I've been going through my little depression phases and how usually I use my notebook.
Yes.
So why did I find these amazing, in the meantime, adult inspirational activity books? Now, let me break it down to you. From drawing activities to brain challenges to coloring pages, this right here will really get you together. You can just relax, use your markers, color pencils, whatever you want to use, and just vibe out.
I love that it comes with, they have a daily journal and also a to-do list notebook, okay? Because there's things I need to do and I just be like, I'll be trying to figure it out and be like, you know what? Oh, I forgot to do it. Why? Because I didn't write it down.
I'm telling you.
So with this to-do list, honey, I can definitely write it down.
Hello.
And this daily journal because I be needing a vent. I'm tired of calling you every day.
And I'm
sure you're tired of listening.
Manifesting Gems brought to you by Gemma is a lifestyle. They are a Black woman-owned business established in New York City based around wellness, cognitive skills, melanated representation, and good vibes.
They created an amazing inspirational activity book called In the Meantime, Adult Inspirational Activity Book. It's jam-packed with curated inspirational/motivational activities like puzzles, mazes, word searches, word scrambles, coloring pages, and so much more.
They also created a series called Bet I Won't Forget, which includes their to-do list notebook and their daily journal, perfect for keeping track of your daily or weekly to-dos and journaling all your manifestations.
Visit www.manifestinggems.com. Use our code, honey, Just Us 15 for 15% off, okay? You can follow them on all platforms at Manifesting Gems. I'm going to put all their information down in the description box. You guys check them out. We love to support Black-owned businesses up in the street.
And remember, the gem is within you. Welcome to episode 7. I'm your girl, Just Living Baby.
And your boy, Jacob Willis, and you tuned into the Just Us podcast.
As you see, today is Just Us, which is enough, okay? Our guest is rescheduled till next week due to circumstances that we cannot control.
It's all right.
We here, so.
Right. This is how it started. This is how it's going to end anyway, so.
Exactly. How are you feeling?
I feel so good. You know what? I'm having a really good day.
Okay.
So you guys know that my hair is blonde, right? But my best friend, Carrington, usually dyes my hair for me.
Okay.
So she was busy this week, so I had to do it myself. Let me tell you a story. So, girl, I go to the store and I buy the dye. I forget the purple shampoo. I didn't realize it until the dye is already in my head burning. I'm ready to rinse it off.
Right,
I had to call my sister on FaceTime. I'm like, I don't have purple shampoo. She said, you don't have to use regular shampoo. I'm like, I'm literally going to look like the scene of Chucky. So then I rinse out my hair and I use regular shampoo and it looks like orange. I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm like, I have to call KC like, oh, my God, like my purple shampoo's at your house. I need to come over and finish my hair.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to his house. I put on some more bleach. I didn't rinse it out with purple shampoo like I was supposed to do. I just added more bleach to make it even more orange. Then I used the purple shampoo and this is the color it got. But I ain't gonna hold you. It looks a little good.
Yeah.
I literally thought it was gonna look like the scene of Chucky.
Oh, well, nope, you didn't get that.
Well, ain't that a blessing? How are you feeling?
I'm well. I'm here. I'm not going to complain, even though I could. So it's all good.
Yeah, it feels good to be here. It's not raining outside.
I love the rain. So
no, but I you know what? I like the rain too, especially when I'm inside of the house.
Mm-hmm.
But like when I'm outside, like we're working right now, like and then when we leave here and we go to like a bar or something, I don't want to be out like smelling like a wet dog.
Oh, okay. Well, to each his own.
Oh God.
As you all know, we start with mental health moment. And today, I'm really just going to speak from the heart because, I used to have my iPad or something. But I just want to speak on something for us, and especially for the entrepreneurs and influencers, us that took the step to open our business and just to get started. As you know, it's inflation. And right now, stuff isn't how it was. You get me?
Absolutely.
Sales are slow. Customers are slow. It's hard, even with us promoting day by day. So sometimes we feel like we need a job. We feel like we have to put our business to the side, get a job, and hustle. And I know you can sometimes feel like a failure, but guess what? You're not, okay?
That part. I feel like this goes back to COVID, okay?
Mm-hmm.
For some people, COVID was a blessing, and then for other people, COVID was a curse.
Right.
We lost a lot of people during COVID, but
Absolutely.
but we also gained new businesses, financial stability.
Yes.
And I feel like we got so comfortable because personally, I feel like I got comfortable not having to really work a regular job.
Right.
I just found myself being lazy. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's COVID, so I could just not do anything.
Chill,
Yeah. And so now it's like, okay, reality is starting to come back. It's like we've been relying on government assistance and all of this free
PPP and
PPPs,
EDD.
which I did not get. No PPP.
Everybody balling.
Right. No, for real.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like, now people have to face reality again, and they
Right.
don't know what to do. And a lot of people that I know, including myself, I'm like, I ain't going back to working over a regular job.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
got to just do what you guys got to do. Come out of that, because that's not how it started. And you should want to be motivated to, expand your horizon and do other things, because I had to say that to myself. I'm like, you know what, Jacob, you just in a house chilling, like big chilling. Like you
Right.
big chilling. You've been chilling for a long time.
Right.
Come out of that and just do something. Even if it's uncomfortable for you,
Mhm.
step out of your comfort zone and just make yourself do better.
Mhm.
Do things that you always wanted to do. But in order to find that success that you've always wanted, you have to do things that you haven't done, right?
Exactly.
I had to tell myself that. I'm like, okay, well, I want to travel here and do all this, but you ain't got no money to do that.
Exactly.
So you got to go work. So get that ass up.
That's right.
What did Kim Kardashian say? Get your ass up and work. Yeah. And I'm saying that. I understand what you're saying by that, but then again, she grew up with money. We didn't grow up from money. So yeah, I'm preaching to myself today. I just had to get that out.
Period. And also with our generation, I feel like most of us feel like we don't have to work. Like we just sit back and it's just gonna fall out the sky, or we'll just be blessed out the blue with a job. I mean, with money, and don't have to do anything. No. Hustle, grind, apply yourself. Seriously. See how far you can go for you.
Yeah, that goes back even with the careers. Like, when I moved to LA, I wanted to be an actor, and
Mhm.
I remember this quote. Somebody said, "Success won't come knocking at your door. You have to knock the door down and let people know that you're coming in. Knock that shit down.
Hello?
It's not good. The opportunities are not going to just come to you. Now, there are
Right.
times where we get lucky and very, very blessed,
Mhm.
where
Mhm.
people message us and they're like, "Hey, we want you for this role, or we want you to be a part of this show."
Absolutely. Yes.
It's very rare that happens.
Mhm.
Those are times where it's kind of like a success is coming to you, but it's not coming to you just because of who you are. It's because of the work that you put in that's coming
Come
around
on
in
now.
the long game. Like you have a cover. So I want to give my girl like some props. Even with you this week, I know that you can't say the name, but
Mhm.
she has a huge campaign, you guys, coming this week. They reached out to her because of her hard work. How does it feel for companies to reach out to you for
It feels great, but it's like you said, hard work. Like I've been in this influencer game for years. It hasn't been easy. I've been shut down a lot of times, but they see my efforts, they see my consistency, they see my growth, and they decide to give me a chance. Why not? That's what you get when you, like I said, apply yourself. That's the word of the day. Apply.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't even know, but you were, I feel like I'm giving this girl an interview. I guess I am. So they don't know that you had a whole MAC cover, like the
Right.
MAC makeup.
Mhm.
I'm going to insert a picture right here down below. Y'all see that? Yeah, she was all up in the malls, honey.
Come on
Get into
now.
it, yeah.
Yes,
So how did that
yes.
even come about? Because I really do want to know, because I never asked you that.
They just contact me via email from my Instagram. They saw my content. They liked what I was bringing. They thought I'd be good for the brand. And there it was. Flew me out to New York. Was there for about 3 days. Handled that business and got on back.
You were also featured on Oprah Winfrey
Oh,
magazine.
my goodness.
How did that come about, sis?
They sent me an email. They like what I did on Instagram. Same
Be
thing.
you. It's what I'm trying to say.
Exactly.
The opportunities are endless, darling.
Mhm.
You never know what can happen when you just be yourself.
Exactly. Bold, loud, unapologetically you.
And black.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, girl. Well, congratulations.
Well, what about
yet
you?
again.
You were just on MTV.
Well,
Come on now.
it was a blessing.
Yeah. How was that? How'd that come about?
Actually, so this is how it came about. My boy, William, shout out to William the Baddest, he messaged me. He was like, "Hey, you should totally apply for this," right? I'm like, I don't want to do no reality TV.
Mhm.
So I liked their post, and then I sent in an email. They saw my content. They're like, "Your personality, like we love your personality."
That's awesome.
So we did a Zoom the next day, and then they said, about a month later, they were like, I think I was out with you. We're having a cocktail.
Yes.
And I remember getting the email, and I was like, oh my God, like,
Excited.
I'm going to be on MTV. And I was just so excited about that.
Mhm.
And it was a very good experience, I would say. It does feel good that I could be on a network and just be myself, because honestly, it was not scripted. It was hot as hell. And I was
Hello.
unapologetically me, for real, for real.
And doesn't it feel good that people just want to just have you for you?
Yeah. And get paid for me being me.
Come on. No
What?
gimmicks.
No gimmicks. And I was grateful for the opportunity. But I always say to myself, even when you get opportunities like that,
Mhm.
you can't just rely on that one opportunity. You got to keep going, because you
Right.
could get comfortable with like, okay, well, I filmed that. I don't need to film nothing else this year.
Exactly.
No. Put in the
No
work.
hiatus, no break.
Right. No break. Keep
Mhm.
putting in that work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And now we're here.
Now we're here.
Yes.
Let's talk about these niggas, girls. So what happened this week? She looking at me fine.
Earlier on my story, I did a little poll, okay?
Okay.
And I asked, do you think that there is a person, whether it's a guy or a female, for everything that you need? Basically, say, how can I break it down? Because you know what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Basically like this. I don't know how to break it.
Okay, I'm going to help you break it down.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, let's say you're single. You have multiple guys you're probably talking to, and it's not always romantic, but there's different guys for different things. Just kind of like there's different friends for different things. You have a friend that you can go out with, go to the club with, then you have a friend that you go out to eat with, then you have a friend that you can go shopping with, that can handle, and then you have another friend that you can call and vent to. It's kind of like the same thing with the guys.
Boom. Okay, now I can riff. Here we go. So, today, you know how we was going through what we were going through?
Yes.
About our guests and everything. I was down, so I hit up one guy, and I'm like, you know what? This just happened. I just got this call. I don't know what we're going to do. We have to think of a plan B. Telling him everything. He's on the phone like, oh, yeah? Damn. That's crazy. I said, well, that's how you going to say? You're not going to tell me, like, oh, you got this? Like, don't worry about it. You'll be good. Nothing. He's like, well, you should already know that. Come on now, like.
Wait, he said you should already know that he's.
already know that, like, you got it. What? That's how you gonna do me?
Block and delete.
Exactly. That's what it's really giving. But see, he feeds me good with that D. So I don't want to let him be.
Okay.
I like him inside of me.
Okay. Well, he can feed you that deep, but he can't feed you nothing else. He can't even feed you literally. Can he buy you a meal, sis?
Because I asked for a drink and he did not get it. He said, I got you next time. Oh, I'm embarrassed saying it out loud.
Not a $10 drink.
Yes, he said, I got you next time. He did.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that just gives it all. Well, maybe he's not yeet out of that situation, okay? Maybe he's just not that guy that you can call for anything, really, but the D.
Right.
Okay? So at that nighttime, when you're looking at your rose and then debating, looking at the rose, pick the rose. Okay?
I guess so at this point.
Pick the rose in the future. But I mean, I'm sure is there any other guy you can call and be like, besides me, because I know you're tired of calling me, but you call, I'm always be that man you can call.
Right. And you always are, seriously.
Yeah,
you always
real.
uplift me as well. So I guess you just gotta keep it like that. But I'm just saying that to say, I need a different dude for conversation. I need one to go out with that can get me some drinks. I need one for the D.
Yeah.
How you feel about that though?
I agree. I have different. Well, I ain't gonna hold you. I have met somebody. We are not dating, but I talk to him pretty much about anything that is on my mind at the time. But I feel like there's gonna be a guy. I don't know where the hell he is. Okay, or a girl for some of you guys out there that are listening to this podcast. That have it all. Right? We want somebody that has all of those qualities that we deserve. Yes. It's like, why can't you be all around? But you gotta look at yourself. Am I all around? Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Right? Do you have all the qualifications? Can they call you for this? Can they go shopping with you? Can you guys go out? Can they vent? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And if you answer yes to all of that, then if you're worthy, there's somebody else out there that's just as worthy as well. It's just about timing and when and where will we find the person. Right.
The patience of being lonely. How you think you need to go back with your ex? That's how scary it is. You know what I'm saying? You've been like by yourself so long, nothing's gonna come. Oh, maybe it's a sign. Hell no, it ain't no sign. Just wait all your time.
Okay, you are rhyming tonight. Okay, we gonna give her a nickname this episode. Let's say Dr. Seuss.
Oh, okay.
Green eggs and ham. I do like them, Sam. I am.
But where's my man?
You are something else.
Woo.
Oh my God.
And something else that also I feel like why I can't let him go too is because with me, I don't have intercourse often. So when I do, it's like I want to hold on to that D. You know what I'm saying? When your body finally gets it, it's like, oh my God, you damn near in love after the first time. And I feel like that's a problem with me too.
Well, that brings up another topic of conversation.
It does.
When you've been celibate for so long.
Right.
And then you're ready to be vulnerable with a man. Do you find yourself catching feelings for them?
I catch feelings all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
I'm always in my feelings. And it's never really mutual. And that's when I end up getting the short end of the stick and end up looking stupid and being sad. And I done just gave my body up and now I'm over here mad.
Communication. You guys weren't
That
clear on
part we weren't.
communication. Maybe he doesn't want a relationship. Maybe you're like, you know what? I'm actually
Right.
starting to like you. And he was like, oh, well, I'm not that type of dude. Like, I'm not looking for no girlfriend right now. I'm just having my
Right.
fun.
But I was already in my feelings, so it's like, oh damn, just waddling in tears like a little ducky, just in my teeth.
So are you going back to being celibate for now?
For now, yes. Yes, I am. I even told him, like, we need to like cut this off. I want to take a break, but he's still pushing for it. But I'm like, no, I need to guard my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not okay, especially at my age. Like, shouldn't be out here just doing that. I need to really focus and think on what is for me, not just the instant gratification, but for long term.
Right. When I was younger, and I'm not saying this like I'm old. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm still in my 20s.
Lucky you.
Thank you. But when I was younger, I was able to just hook up with anybody. You know what I mean? Not just anybody, but I could go to West Hollywood and be like, yo, like, you coming to my house? I'm hosting. Okay, I could go on Grindr. They 10 feet away. Oh shit, we live in the same building. I'll pop in. Okay.
Yeah.
But now I find myself, I do not have sex like that at all.
See?
I have to really like you. And there has to be some type of communication where I feel like, okay, like I can give my body to you and then we can still like have that bond afterwards. You know what I mean? Like I haven't had sex since like, September?
See?
When I was in New York. I did slip up. And I don't even, okay. I don't even consider it fully like sex, but I definitely played, okay? I'm very real, very raw. This is just what it is. I love a good bathhouse, honey, especially so if I travel to one of y'all cities, let me know. Email us and let us know a good old bathhouse where we can go and play for the day. But I don't really don't have sex like that. I really have to like somebody. I really do. I have to like you.
Right.
And I can't believe that that's my life because literally I don't have sex.
No, for real, like before him, like, okay, so I gave it to him in December. Before him, I didn't have sex since May. So that's like, what, 6-7 months of just nothing. So then when I got it from him, I'm like, oh, yes, Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now I need to focus on quality, substance. Can you add to me?
What is your definition of a man with quality?
Quality. At this point, I need a man that has a job, a stable job, been on your job for some years. You can help me out if I need something. You're willing to. I don't have to ask for little things, for a date or for flowers and stuff like that. Like, just bring it towards me. Make me feel loved and appreciated, the text and the reassurance and all that.
Yeah.
I feel like I deserve that. And I even tweeted the other day, I never had a man come in my life and bring me anything good. And I'm freaking 31 and I never had that. And I feel like I'm deserving. I'm a great person. I don't try to screw people over. Yeah, I've cheated before, but I mean, who freaking hasn't?
Girl, but people cheated since high school, elementary school. I cheated on some math tests.
You know what?
I cheated in English, right? I remember when I was in college. Yeah, I was one of those people that looked at some articles and, messed around with it. Am I telling on myself? I guess I am.
Ooh,
that was my past. But, people cheat. No, for real.
Yeah.
And I get it. But I like that. You just literally manifested everything you want in a man. And he's coming.
And
you
I
just
said
did
it out loud.
You said it out loud. With your chest out or all. Yeah, I'm manifesting somebody that is a great communicator, somebody that will love me for who I am.
Yes.
Somebody that is willing and able to grow and show
on.
every part of them. Somebody that is financially stable. You can't be broke dating me. You just can't. I'm sorry. You call me a gold digger. Hey, it is what it is. Somebody that is confident with who they are and somebody that loves himself. Somebody that respects himself enough to be their self in any room that we walk in. Somebody that has a relationship with somebody of a higher power. Me, Jesus. Okay? But not everybody is spiritual, so I get it. Somebody that has a good relationship with their parents. Now, granted.
That's huge.
Not everybody had parents growing up, maybe they had a falling out with the parent. Maybe their parent is on drugs. You never know the situation.
Right.
Me personally, I'm very family oriented. My mom is like my best friend. I could call and be like, yo, mom, like I'm going through this today.
That part.
Or mom, I found a man or whatever. But
yeah.
My dad even. I could call my dad and like talk to him.
That.
So it's a blessing.
Yes,
I take it.
absolutely.
I don't take it for granted that I can do that. But just somebody that has like just a relationship that's relationship oriented. Even if it's not with their family, at least they show like, hey, let's go to game night together or you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And also, this is something so big, especially in the Black community with men. I want a man that's okay with being vulnerable.
Yeah.
These men want to act like they hard all the time. They can't cry. They can't express themselves. Oh, no, I just dusted off. Oh, I'm not a nigga like that. No, it's okay. Release that. You're keeping all that in and you're not able to just be nice and kind and sweet. Like, damn, I hate it.
We don't need a sensitive man. We need a man that is vulnerable.
Exactly.
Because a lot of guys are sensitive nowadays, you know?
That's true too.
They're
But
very
I
sensitive.
keep getting the ones that are like just tough down to the core, just came from the root of the ground. Like, damn.
Even though I mean, as a man, I would say that a lot of men, we like to portray like, oh, we good. Like, we don't want to show that softer side because we don't want to seem weak. Right?
Understandable.
And that doesn't make it okay. But that's why men do that. They don't want to seem like, you know, like, oh, like they're never going to show you when they're down like that. You know what I mean? Some men will, but most men are not going to do that, especially when it comes to finances. Let's talk about that.
True.
You're a breadwinner. You make, you know, your own money. You have your own business.
Right.
If you were to date somebody that was a little bit more down, maybe he would be like, you know, feel like a certain way because you are the breadwinner and he feel like he can't provide. Maybe he feels like he's not enough for you, right?
Yes.
So,
I've definitely gotten that before.
Right. So with that being said, I feel like he wouldn't show that though. He would probably act like, oh, like, congratulations on your business, like, you're doing your thing. But really in his head, he's like, damn, like, I'm not enough. You never know what's going on in the mind.
Sometimes I don't take that into consideration either as well.
Yeah.
It's a lot to this. It's a lot.
It ain't easy, girl.
It ain't.
But hey, life ain't easy and it's never breezy. But I'm trying to rhyme.
Right, and that was cheesy.
For shits on my kneesy. Okay. Let's stop. Let me stop.
Okay.
So everybody listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, to our listeners, I just want to say thank you so much. The streams have been beautiful.
Yes.
You guys' support has been beautiful. We take nothing for granted. Share this with everybody. If you're on your way to work right now, listen, I hope you have a great day at work. If you are washing dishes, honey, make sure you scrub, okay? Honey, scrub. If you arguing with your man, just put this on too to shut him up because he going to be like, who is that boy with the blonde hair talking? Okay? And to our wonderful viewers on YouTube, what's up, baby? How we looking? Ain't we looking good? I got. I am something else for real.
For real.
Okay, so have you ever had an embarrassing sex moment?
Embarrassing sex moment. What can I say? The most embarrassing thing I think happened in sex is like, you know, when you pass gas.
Okay.
But out the butt though, not the pussy for it.
Okay.
Can I say pussy?
Yeah, it's okay. This is raw and okay. Well, you said it was done is done. Yeah. My embarrassing moment. Oh, child. Now this can get a little gory. Okay, this is for mature audiences. I'm not apologizing. I'm just letting you know you can click off for about 10 seconds. Skip this to about 30 seconds if you don't want to hear about the men and men on. Okay, so. Woo. It was back when I had my grinder days, right? And I ain't gonna hold you. I still had Grindr just looking for relationships. That doesn't really work. So there was this African man, right? And he messaged me. He was like, hey, like, I'm in your area. Like, you know, do you want to come by? Very, 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 like, I don't know if he had wife and kids. I don't know. He was acting very weird. He's very strict. Like, I came into his home. He was like, to the bedroom. I'm like, okay. Then he was like, take off your clothes. I'm like, wait, what is going on here?
Right.
So we ended up, you know, being intimate or whatever. I wasn't expecting to really even hook up with anybody because I was literally heading somewhere else.
Okay.
But he messaged me and I was like, well, I can get it in real quick before I go to where I was.
Right.
Yes, I was showered and all that, but I didn't properly prepare for that part because I didn't expect to do that. You know what I mean?
Okay, I hear you.
So, you know, I love spicy food, so I had some food. I can hold you. I had me a spicy burrito with extra jalapeno.
I think I know where this is going.
This is going there. So I didn't properly douche because I didn't expect it. And he literally, like, we're, you know, doing what we're doing. And then, like, a little came out. And then he was like,
oh, hell no.
He was like, oh, my God, you're dirty. I'm like, oh, my God. Like, he was so mad. Like, literally, he kicked me out of his home. That was so embarrassing.
I would have, too.
I would have done it, too. I would have did it, too. That's why, you know what? I give round of applause to everybody that's listening, especially the LGBTQ community, those at bottom, even some of the girls that like anal. Congratulations to you guys who properly douche because I honestly did not that day. And I was on my way out the door, for real. So that was so embarrassing to me. I'm like, oh my God.
Smelling in here?
No. It's like he was going so much that it was like, you know, it was like.
It was just coming out like squirt?
No. Just like a little came out.
Oh, Lord.
It was on a condom.
Oh,
yes, I practice safe sex.
Yes,
especially, look, I don't know what these men got.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But that was so embarrassing. But it happened. So now, anytime I know if somebody asks and I know that I'm going to be at the bottom, I'm like, oh, no, not today. Wow. Not today. Or give me an hour. Let me go home and really just clean it out.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, girl.
Because you full of shit.
Literally full of shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow. I can't think of one more moment. I was having a threesome one time. Me and the old home girl and this dude I was with. And my dude had put the thing in from the back on her, and I was right here on the side. And I guess I had just maybe liked him too much, or I don't know, but I started throwing up. As soon as he put it in her and was stroking, I threw up.
What?
In the hotel, on the damn carpet.
Were you trying to interrupt?
In the motel, because I was broke then.
Were you trying to interrupt what they were doing?
No, I just threw up. I don't know. My body was just like...
And you had a release. Ooh, I know that was nasty. I know they stopped immediately.
Yeah, for sure. It was like, what the hell? That was really embarrassing, yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy. I do remember my homegirl Weezy. Shout out to WTF Media Studios. That's where we filmed the pod. I remember she was on my podcast, Grinding Jacob's Gears, and we're talking about embarrassing sex moments too. And I think it was so funny because she had an apartment in New York a long time ago, and she was having like a threesome. And literally a roach came from outside.
You better shut up.
No, so her apartment wasn't like roach infested or nothing like that, but her door was open, like her the patio door.
Okay.
And the child just came on in, honey, probably from Brooklyn, just went on up. and literally, the guy like saw it, but he didn't say anything to her.
Get out of here.
And so after, he wanted to make sure he still got his in.
Yeah, exactly.
But after he was like, man, there was a big old bug. He was like, I didn't want to tell you. I ain't gonna hold you because if I would have told you, I wouldn't have, got it in.
Yeah.
She was like, hell no, you wouldn't have got it in. Okay. Man, that is crazy.
That is, definitely.
Because if I see that, I'll be embarrassed to say, I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm definitely going to say something that's crazy. Because when it's one, it's really some. So.
Well, I feel like when it's the smaller ones, that means that you're roach infested, for real.
Facts.
Those big old water bugs, they just be coming in from like outside sometimes, you know what I mean? And it's like, okay. But those be moving so fast, I'd really be like, what the hell? Slow the hell down. Why are you moving that fast? God, I know you created all these animals in the world, but why did you have to create a roach? They're disgusting. Sure. And that's how you feel about seafood. Listen, y'all, I love seafood. I cook very well. I love crab legs, lobster, shrimp, scrimp, scallions, scallops, all of that. I cook it all at my house, okay? And every time I cook, she's always like, why do you have to cook seafood all the time? Girl, the same reason why you like that chicken with that Parmesan cheese.
You're damn right, but I'm saying seafood, it's almost every day. I go to your store, I'm like, cooking again. Huh. There you go again. Not again. Damn. They get gout or something.
Oh, I don't want to manifest that over my life. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. There won't be no gout in this system. Okay? Just for that, make me a lobster tail tomorrow.
Ew.
But the reason why I mentioned seafood, you guys, is because they call them the roaches of the sea.
The roaches of the sea, the shrimp and shit.
Right. I mean, call it what you want, but them roaches I eat. Okay? Them roaches I eat for sure. That's good, especially with some good old sauce. Oh, I love a good...
Do you make your own sauce?
Oh, absolutely. Homemade. Homemade sauce. Very spicy. Okay. Nose runs. Eyes water. Mouth.
Love to hear that.
Mouth water. Yeah. So good. I love seafood. No. So my tolerance for spice is out of this world.
Got you.
Literally. Okay. No, I'm serious. If anybody want to challenge me for real to like a spice competition, we could do it because I could really handle my spice.
Calling y'all out.
Calling anybody out. I want to go. What is that show that they have where the guy has like guest order? They have like the different hot sauces.
Oh yes. Don't know the name of it.
Okay.
Definitely know what you're talking about, though.
Okay,
yeah.
I forgot the name of it. Oh my God, I can't. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, on that show, do you know the name? Yeah, Hot Ones. There we go. Yeah, so they have like different guests. I want to come on that show. I'm manifesting. I'm coming on that show. And
yes,
I'm going to try those hot sauces with the guy.
All right.
And we're going to just be eye to eye looking at each other, dying inside, but handling that heat. Nothing like that when you like, got that heat built up.
Come on now.
Right.
Drip got you in heat. Yeah.
Wait. I love this. We both looked at each other like, wait, you know why? Because sometimes I feel like I be talking so much, and then you be looking at me like, okay, you gonna shut up now?
No, it's just my eyes. Sometimes my eyes, they just do what they want to do. So just don't worry about me. That's why I wear the glasses. Just don't worry. I just gonna fly.
Right. Okay.
Don't worry nobody.
What is it that makes you feel good when you're stepping out for day-to-day life? Maybe it could be you having your favorite coffee in the morning, you doing your makeup,
What makes me feel good? That's a good question because I never really thought of that. What makes me feel good? I guess really, I don't really know. Wow.
You never thought?
I never
thought of
that.
it like that.
What makes me feel good? Damn, I don't know, honestly. No, for real. I'm shocking myself. Friend, I don't fucking know.
Being able, what if you have like a lot of wigs and you can go to your shop?
Making a wig, putting a wig on don't make me feel good.
No, I'm talking about for your shop. Like, does that make you feel good?
Okay. What makes me feel good is when I'm going to work and I have my returning customers come in and say they love my units.
Hey,
and they tell their friends and they tell their cousins and the word of mouth and it's positive. That makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I was just on FaceTime with her the other day. We were talking. And literally, like, you had 3 customers come in. Yes. And they all bought wigs. And they're like, oh, this one girl was like, oh, I bought like 4 wigs from you. I had that one, that one, that one, that one. They're like, sis, you ain't got this at all. I'm all out, sis.
Exactly.
Like, I love to see you in your element, happy. And you work hard on those wigs. But you guys don't understand. You style those wigs. She washes them. She dyes them.
I do.
You spend hours. And you have no employees. Literally, it's just yourself. Yeah, so I think that was so beautiful that they came in. And just to see you getting them sales so quickly like that, I was like, okay, she in her bag for real, for real.
Come on, I'm trying my best. But what makes you feel good?
Okay, so when I wake up in the morning, I always thank God for another day. That automatically makes me...
That's number one.
That automatically makes me feel like, okay, I made it through another day. I feel like I didn't deserve it, but he did, so that's amazing. What makes me happy is literally like cooking for people. My love language is cooking. That makes me happy.
Right, okay, that's cool, yeah.
Right. I love cooking for people. Like,
I've never had any of your food, and I've been on you for about 7 years.
Whose fault is that? I still haven't had that pasta that you've been talking about
you,
with all the meat.
Talking about you, though.
Right. Let's talk about that pasta you promised I never got.
I must not be your friend.
Well, you've been over my house before, and I did have...
Only about one time.
Whose fault is that?
Whoops, I don't know.
Okay, because you can always come to me casa. When have I ever came to your house?
Let's see. Once.
Never.
You never came to my house?
I went outside of your house.
Well, there you
go. Waiting for you to get in the Uber. Right. Oh, friend, you can come over and watch movies and chill. Yeah, all that meat pasta. I'm trying to change me.
Work on our friendship.
Well, look like I got to cook for it tomorrow. Come over. I'll make you some lobster tails, your favorite.
Definitely won't be there.
Her picky ass. She's so damn picky with food. That's why I even cook for her. It's hard to cook for this girl. I know I can make her some fried chicken, but I got to make sure it's extra juicy in the inside and extra crisp on the outside.
A lot of crisp on the outside.
Okay, and I'll make sure I have the extra Parmesan for that. Right.
Aaron.
But that does make me happy. No, it really does. Cooking for people. I just love to cook. I cook almost every day, seriously. Yeah, makes me happy.
If they follow you, they see them stories, because I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, shoving it up.
Back at it again. Well, speaking of your friends and stuff, why do you have so many best friends?
I have about 10 best friends.
What's up with that? I feel a best friend is supposed to be a title, a best friend. When the S is on the end of best friends, are we really best friends?
Well, if you have to question that, then you shouldn't have any best friends.
I definitely don't.
Right.
Well, I have one.
Right. So those people anybody that I claim that's my best friends, they're my best friends. I've known them for years. They're being consistent with the friendship. We have like a brother and sister type of relationship. I can call them about anything. If we're down, we pick each other up. If I don't have it that day, we cover the slack that we have. Those are people that I really love, and if something was to happen to me, I know that I can count on those people to make sure that I'm good. If I have money just sitting around, I know they're not gonna steal from me. They always have my best interests at heart, and they're just people that I just really trust. And for that alone, I consider them like my best friends. I talk to them every day.
It's given definition of a friend. So what makes them a best friend?
Literally what I just said. Friends to me, I don't tell my friends everything like that, and I don't trust just a friend to watch my money. I can't just. If I'm in a hospital, a friend can or cannot make it there, but I know, like, matter of fact, fuck all that. Let's say if I have a child, okay? Something happens to my child, a friend can probably help me out, but a best friend is going to make sure that me and my child are taken care of, especially the best friends I consider best friends. If something was to happen to me, I know for a fact they'll be there in the speed of light. I remember, let me talk about one of my best friends, right?
Okay.
So I was in jail. I wasn't in jail. I was in a police station. I got a physical altercation, and I beat this boy ass, and he gonna call the police on me. So I was at jail.
Okay.
And I was at a police station, but whatever. Same shit.
I was at jail, okay?
I was at jail. I mean, they put handcuffs on me and they just walked me and they just sat me down and really just talked to me.
Okay.
But literally, I was in there for like 2 hours, right? Just sitting down, waiting for them to let me go. Okay. I come out and my best friend was in the line. I saw her. I'm like, what the hell is she doing here? She had my location. She was like, so when I came out, she was like, She dropped everything. She ran to me like, what the fuck happened? Are you okay? Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, she was there for me. She literally saw my location and made sure I was good. Gave me a ride rescued me, okay?
Mhm.
She made sure I was good and just picked me up from jail.
Mhm.
That's what I consider a best friend. When I'm in trouble and you there for me and I ain't even got to tell you that I'm in this situation,
Mhm.
that to me is a best friend. Somebody that loves me unconditionally. I mean, everybody has their flaws. Everybody.
True, everybody.
Right. You even said it last episode. You were saying that there's things that you don't even feel comfortable telling your friends, or even your mom. You found that blog. You found that blog, okay, that shall not be named.
Right.
And you're able to vent on there.
Mhm.
My best friends, I can call them and I can vent like they're my blog. I know for a fact they won't tell my secrets to anybody because there's things I told them. And anytime we get in an argument or a disagreement, they have never thrown that back in my face. I had friends that I've told things to, and they told everybody. Or we getting mad at each other, then they're going to tell, you know what I mean? So throw it back in my face. So that's what I consider a best friend. And everybody that's
And
been
you
my
need
best
10
friends,
of
I
them?
keep them. Baby, yes, 10 of them. I've known them for years.
See, I don't know about that. What do y'all feel about that? I don't know.
It's okay to have
A
multiple best friends.
A best friend, it's gotta be like, but you know what?
That's a relationship, babe. Best friends, you can have as many best friends as you want.
No, well, that's an open discussion.
Well, yeah, we can agree to disagree. That's why we have this beautiful thing called an opinion.
Yeah,
You have yours and I have mine.
You're
so
freaking voicing it.
I really am.
Yes,
I'm
you
voicing it
are.
loud and proud. I'm proud of my best friends, all 10 of them. I love you, bitches, because guess what? My best friends is watching right now, tuned in on every episode. Okay? Yeah, some friends, they don't even be watching or reposting.
Oh, do all yours repost?
Yes, they have. Chanel reposted, Carrington reposted. My best friend in Sacramento, Kendall. Shout out to her. My best friend, Jimmy. Okay, should I continue to go? They all reposted. I don't know about yours, then.
Oh, I only have one best friend. I don't really do that.
Okay, well, okay, what about your friends, quote unquote?
Most of them do.
Okay, they reposted?
Not too often, but sometimes they do.
Oh, well, find you some other best friends.
I'm sorry, only one is enough. Thanks.
Yeah, so let's talk about communication. This goes with friendships, family, business, jobs, all of that
Absolutely.
stuff. Let's talk about communication, the importance of it, because a lot of people don't know how to properly communicate, and that is just so annoying. And it can be a big inconvenience.
Right, especially if it's an event going on or something where you promise to be there or something serious and you can't make it and you know that you can't make it. You wait to the last minute, if that, to say something. Come on. Like,
Yeah. Especially when you're investing in something. You know what I mean? You're investing your time. Look, time is an investment. I don't care if y'all got money or not. Time is an
Time is
investment. Showing
precious.
up is very precious. And,
Yes.
you know, sometimes you got to maneuver and change plans. And it's a very big inconvenience, especially if you already had your mind set on something.
Right.
And now you scrambling, you know, trying to figure out things last minute. And thank God we're talented, darling.
Exactly. What if it was like a reservation and you can't get your money back?
Yeah.
Something like
Even
that.
with birthday dinners, that's a good way. My homegirl just had a birthday dinner last week. She invited 14 people. All 14 people confirmed the day of, like, 6 people dropped out. And literally, they were like, oh, if anybody drops out, we charge you like per dropout.
Wow, you still have to pay.
Well, luckily she told them, like, you know, basically like, this ain't cool.
God,
and most of them all showed up, you know. And I even was like, I wasn't even able to make it. I told her that before she even confirmed to me that I couldn't make it. I still showed up.
Wow, surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. I just filled in. You know what I mean? So I feel like communication is very big. People get fired because of communications. People lose relationships. People
all the time
they lose their dignity because of communication. They lose their life because you didn't communicate that homeboy. Right. Homeboy in the house and he fixing the toilet and your man walk in. He like, you fucking the plumber?
Exactly.
Yeah, because you didn't tell.
You didn't let him know.
Right. All of a sudden, he just
walked in.
Yeah, right. And now he's doing life because he killed the plumber thinking it's role play.
Lord.
So, yeah. I just wanted to really like vent on communication and just really pinpoint that. Like this episode today, just remember, you guys, communication, whatever you guys are going through in life. If you guys have friends, if you guys have a situation and you can't make it to like a friend's house, a friend's party or whatever, even if you're going to be late to work, email your job and let them know, communicate. Right. Hey, I'm running like 15 minutes behind. There's traffic. You know what I mean? So yeah, communication is key.
Exactly.
Holla at me.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Thank you. So you guys, we do not have a doorbell segment today, but I do have a question that somebody did ask. One of my homeboys randomly messaged me and asked if I find the word zesty how do you spell this? Derogative?
Where is it at? Derogatory.
Say it again.
Derogatory.
Derogatory.
Or offensive.
I'm just gonna say offensive, bitch. Fuck all that.
Okay.
Derogatory. Okay. Bitch. So my friend messaged me today, and he asked if I find the word zesty offensive in regards to the LGBTQ community. And I had to look up the definition because I'm like, what's zesty even
Right.
mean?
Break it down.
And it means having a strong, pleasant, and somewhat spicy flavor.
What's wrong with being zesty?
There's nothing. I actually find that a compliment.
Exactly. Same. Yeah.
But I guess he used that word with somebody they got offended by it. Maybe they didn't know what it meant because who would get offended by that word?
Right.
Personally, if somebody called me zesty, I'm like, I am a little zesty. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a little spicy. I got flavor. I got melanin.
To you.
Right.
Yeah.
I got all that, just like my food. Okay? I'm a little zesty, and so is my meals. I don't find that offensive at all. Actually, I find that as a compliment. What do you guys think on that? And what do you think?
He must have said it to somebody like that was trade and took it as they trying to call him like.
Oh, like,
Exactly.
Like, oh, bro, you a little
bit.
zesty.
You a little zesty.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
if you
like
tell a
this.
trade nigga like, yeah, you zesty. Nigga, what?
Right. Not you barking like a dog.
Right.
Let me tell you. So you guys, I'm bittersweet. So when it comes to like my sexuality, who I am, a lot of people think gay people are all gonna be like this, oh girl, yeah, and all that. Like, no, that's not what it's always giving. Gay does not mean that you have to act a certain way. Okay. So let's just be very clear on that because there's a lot of men that, oh, I didn't know he was gay. Well, was he supposed to act a certain way? Was he supposed to have a purse and something else? Like, you know what I mean?
That's true. Yes.
So when I say I'm bittersweet, I have a feminine side to me, but I also have a very masculine side, right? Even when it comes to the person I'm dating, if I'm dating more of a femboy, I'm definitely more of the masculine energy in the relationship. Right. Then if there's somebody that's like more masculine than me, then I'm like a little bit more vulnerable. I'm still me, but like, I'm a little bit more like, okay, but like, yeah, all right, Yeah, I just have those times where I'm just a little bit more vulnerable, but I'm always going to be a man at the end of the day, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Yes. I'm bittersweet. So I have like some dramatic, like, what's up, girl? And then I'm going like, what's up, bro? Like, how you doing? You know what I mean?
No,
I just
have
that.
Turn it on and off.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Adjust.
I've seen it.
Yeah, let's talk about adjusting.
Okay.
Whether it be a workplace, you have friends. Everybody has that friend where you can bring to like the club and have a good time, and then you can't bring to corporate office, okay? You can't bring them to a business meeting, even though you ain't supposed to bring no friends to a business meeting anyway. I don't know why I said business meeting. I'm saying, okay, let's say we're in Beverly Hills, right?
Yes.
There are certain friends that you bring with you to restaurants in Beverly Hills.
Right.
I'm just saying that we have those friends that know how to act and those friends that don't.
And I have a story for that.
Okay, so what's the story?
We were in West Hollywood at a nice little restaurant / bar.
One of my favorites.
Yes, and I invited my homegirl. I'm going to bring the girls out, So she showed up, and this is, it's classy. You have to dress nice and act a certain way. And she came in here, and she was twerking. But not only was she was twerking on a white man. Oh, Lord.
A millionaire.
Woo!
He liked it, though. But
he did, but
man, so this is what happened as well. I gotta just top this one off. So I'm a regular. So this is like more like a restaurant, right? So people are eating, they're bougie, they're caviar and their steaks and mashed potatoes
Chanel
and chicken parmesan,
this.
all of that. Okay, real hot
yeah.
girl shit, but the white way. Okay, we love y'all, my white listeners. What's up, babes?
Yeah.
So literally, I walk in with, Amber and then a couple of our other friends. So they all saw us walk in together. The moment she started acting like that, everybody like that works there, because I'm a regular, they all looked at me. I put my head down and walked away. I'm like, I don't know I don't know that I don't know her. I don't know. They were like, did you know her? Like, she can't do that in here. I'm like, oh, yeah, no. It's okay. She just had too much to drink. Like, we're good, So I was like, whoa, that's never happened. But honestly, it was low-key kind of like funny. It was funny as hell.
It definitely was.
It was funny as hell.
Yeah.
You got it, but I was like, okay, so now we know, like, there are certain friends that are used to like a certain lifestyle that if you bring them into a place like that, you got to really break it down. Like, okay, sis, we gonna go in here, but when we go in here, we can't do that.
Right.
Okay,
that'll be cute.
Right, because there is security here. He black, okay,
right.
And he will escort you right on out,
right.
And we're not leaving with you because we're having a blast.
Right? Do y'all have those friends where you have to have that talk? Like, okay, come on.
Right, like tone it down. Especially there's friends too when they have a little bit too much to drink. Okay, Some people change when they're drunk, and some people are just normal. Me, honestly, and I'm not saying this because I'm trying to pat myself on the chest or anything, but honestly, when I'm drunk, I'm really just much the same. I really am.
You have moments.
I have moments where I probably cuss you out, but I'm not an angry drunk. I don't do too much. I'm really just like real chill. Like sometimes you can't even tell that I'm super drunk. Really can't. Yeah. No, for real. You cannot tell when I'm super drunk. Right. Okay. Because I know when you super drunk. So that. Okay.
I'm
get into it.
Sure, but I gotta be drunk to turn up.
But no, for real. We had those friends. So It's just about having that proper communication. Like, okay, noticing when they're like getting to that point where they're about to be acting a fool, or when they're gonna like, okay, we
I
don't.
tell them like, hey, drink this water for
Right,
real.
please drink this water.
Yes, use the
Okay,
bathroom or something. Get it out.
right.
Yeah.
For the sake of our friendship, I love you enough
Yes.
to tell you to stop filling that cup. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, that's just I can't.
That's funny.
Isn't it? So you guys, this episode, it has been just such a breeze. It's been very easy.
Yes. Can I go?
I didn't say nothing.
I was just
Oh, okay. You didn't know what she was gonna say, huh?
I did.
Okay, then why'd you stop?
Because you was talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
I didn't just stop. I just snorted my nose.
Because you were talking.
Okay.
Okay. This episode, we were supposed to have our guests, but we didn't have our guests. So we only had a plan A, but now this was a lesson that we should always have a plan B. Can we talk about that as well?
Yep, always having a plan B.
Always have a backup because we banked on the guest. So we wrapped everything around that person, to make them feel included and really have a real podcast interview. But we didn't, so we just really flowing. I hope you guys really enjoyed that.
The beauty about podcasting is that you could just release and say whatever is on your mind, right? Mm-hmm. There's some people that have structured podcasts where they have an outline every episode. Even us, we have an outline. Sometimes we go on it, sometimes we don't. Mm-hmm. It's important to really just talk about what's on your mind because people can relate to real and raw shit, right? If everything is structured and we're just reading like from a piece of paper the whole time, it's going to be boring. They're going to be like, okay, so they're writing down. Like, I'm not trying to read a book. We're just going to talk the real, the raw. Mm-hmm. But I do appreciate that even though we didn't have that guest, we're still able to come on here and just do our thing because at the end of the day, people want to hear us. This
just
is
us.
Right, just us. And earlier when we were talking about relationships, this is a little bit off topic. You said that you never had a man to really just provide and like give you things and just be there for you. You're always exchanging and giving, right? Mm-hmm. So there's a point in this a point what I'm saying. Every episode when we do have a guest, we always give them their flowers, right? Yeah. Listen, we don't have a guest today, but guess what? You have been killing it in the gym. You've been in the gym every week very consistently.
Yes, I have.
You did not feel like even coming today, but you still came. Look.
Lord knows.
Right. It was like, what, friend? Like, I was down. Like, I don't even, It was just a lot. And so today I'm giving you your flowers. You definitely deserve flowers. Absolutely.
You better shut up.
I got you some flowers. I just want to say I'm proud of you.
Wow.
I'm so proud of you. I love you so much. And even when you're down, you still push yourself. I know you didn't want to come today, friend. And I know that you've been going through it, with these dudes. You just really been venting. And you know what? We don't need a guest. You're enough. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for your consistency. And there are your flowers today, baby girl. Period.
Thank you. You don't know what this means to me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jacob.
You're welcome.
This is real genuine, and I didn't even expect that.
No.
Wow, that's nice over there. That's sweet. Thank you so much.
I love my girl.
Stop it. Wow.
We're going to have some margaritas after this and take a couple of shots.
Yes, my eyes are watering.
We are celebrating you today. So
thank you.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. If you guys have a business, you guys know the deal. You guys can email us at justuspod@gmail.com. Hit us in the DM at justuspod. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you guys. We actually got 2 features on Yahoo News.
Yes, we did.
And then I forgot the other one, but shout out to the articles. We had 3 articles written on us.
Yes.
About our podcast, and I'm thankful and grateful. We just started this, and we're already getting some press. So
to only be on episode 7, everything has been amazing. From the support, everybody's just tapping in, people even inquiring to be on the podcast. It has been a blessing.
Yes.
Who would have thought? It makes us feel like this is what we're destined for. We're ready to expand. We want to go far.
Yeah, we're gonna go far.
We will go far.
And we see we get a lot of DMs, a lot of emails. Even people come up to us in person and talk about how they want to be on the podcast. We are not ignoring you, by the way. We have not gotten back to you. It's not that we're ignoring you. We're just waiting for proper times to schedule people in. Yes. Everybody wants to be a part of the podcast, but unfortunately, not everybody can come on the podcast. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you can always call in and ask. You could be there. You could be there in a different way. If you get what I'm saying, we would like to support other businesses, even artists. Oh, and then we also been talking about later on down the seasons, we're definitely going to do a live show. Woo! We did a poll.
Yes, we did.
A lot of people want us to come to New York.
Vegas.
Right. Seattle.
Home. Los Angeles.
Come on now.
The sun is out and bright and shining.
Atlanta.
Yes. Miami.
Yes. Let's go to Miami, girl.
Yes, so be on the lookout. We're coming.
We are coming, okay? So yeah, tune in into next week's episode. I'm one of your hosts, Jacob Willis.
It's your girl, Just Living, baby.
And we will see you next week.